Imagine working hard every single day, studying for years, chasing degrees, learning skills, and still feeling like financial stability is moving further and further away. For millions of young people around the world, this is not just frustration anymore. It has become reality. Generation Z, also known as Gen Z, is entering adulthood during one of the most financially difficult periods in modern history. This generation was told that education would create success, hard work would guarantee stability, and technology would create endless opportunities. And because of this, many people are asking one important question. Why is Gen Z struggling financially more than ever before? Is this generation simply bad at managing money, as some older people claim? Or is the economic system becoming increasingly difficult for young people to survive in? Today, we are going deep into the financial reality of Gen Z and uncovering the hidden reasons why so many young adults feel stressed, overwhelmed, and financially trapped. Because this problem is much bigger than people realize, and the truth may completely change how you view modern life and the economy itself. Let's begin by understanding who Gen Z actually is. Gen Z generally includes people born between the late 1990s and early 2010s. This generation grew up during rapid technological change, social media expansion, economic uncertainty, and global crises. Unlike previous generations, Gen Z has spent most of their lives connected to the internet and digital platforms. They witnessed financial instability from a very young age. Many Gen Z individuals grew up watching their parents struggle during economic recessions, inflation, unemployment, or rising debt. Because of this, financial anxiety became normal for many young people before they even entered adulthood. One of the biggest reasons Gen Z struggles financially is the rising cost of living. Around the world, prices for housing, food, transportation, healthcare, and education have increased dramatically over the years. But salaries for young workers have not increased at the same speed. This creates a painful gap between income and expenses. Many Gen Z workers feel like they are running harder every year just to maintain basic survival. Rent prices in many cities have become unbelievably expensive. Buying a home, which was once considered a realistic life goal, now feels impossible for many young adults. In previous generations, one stable income could often support an entire household. Today, even dual incomes sometimes struggle to cover basic living costs. This financial pressure creates constant stress and uncertainty about the future. Another major problem is student debt and the rising cost of education. Young people were told that higher education was the key to financial success and career stability. But for many Gen Z graduates, reality turned out very differently. University costs have become extremely expensive in many countries. Students often spend years taking loans and accumulating debt before even starting their careers. Then, after graduation, many struggle to find high-paying jobs that match their qualifications. Some graduates work jobs completely unrelated to their degrees simply to survive financially. Others remain unemployed or underpaid despite years of education. This creates frustration because many young people feel they followed the correct path, but still cannot achieve financial stability. The job market itself has also changed dramatically. Previous generations often experienced long-term stable careers with predictable income growth. But today's economy is increasingly dominated by temporary contracts, freelance work, gig jobs, and unstable employment opportunities. Many Gen Z workers feel financially insecure because their income can change suddenly or disappear unexpectedly. Even highly educated individuals sometimes struggle to find secure long-term positions. Automation and artificial intelligence are also changing industries faster than ever before. Some traditional jobs are disappearing while competition for modern digital jobs continues increasing. This creates fear about long-term career stability. Gen Z is also living in an era of constant comparison because of social media. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube expose people to luxury lifestyles every single day. Expensive vacations, designer clothes, luxury cars, perfect apartments, and successful influencers constantly appear on screens. Over time, this creates unrealistic expectations about success and wealth. Many young people begin comparing their real lives to carefully edited online lifestyles. And comparison often creates emotional pressure to spend money unnecessarily. Some people buy expensive products not because they truly need them, but because they want to appear successful online. Social media has created a culture where appearance often feels more important than financial reality. Another hidden reason Gen Z struggles financially is mental exhaustion and burnout. Many young adults today feel intense pressure to succeed quickly in life. They are constantly told to work harder, build businesses, develop side hustles, grow personal brands, invest money, improve skills, and achieve success before falling behind others. This nonstop pressure creates anxiety and emotional exhaustion. Some people even feel guilty when they relax because social media constantly promotes productivity culture. As a result, many Gen Z individuals experience stress, burnout, and mental fatigue while still feeling financially insecure. Inflation has made the situation even worse in recent years. Everyday necessities like groceries, fuel, electricity, and transportation have become significantly more expensive. Yet, wages for many young workers remain relatively low. This forces people to make difficult financial choices regularly. Some delay marriage, starting families, or buying homes because they simply cannot afford those responsibilities. Others move back in with parents because independent living has become too expensive. In many cases, Gen Z is not struggling because they are lazy. They are struggling because the economic environment itself has become far more difficult than previous generations experienced. At the same time, financial education is still missing for many young people. Schools often teach academic subjects but rarely teach practical money management skills. Many young adults enter the real world without understanding budgeting, investing, taxes, debt management, or long-term financial planning. This lack of financial literacy makes it easier to fall into debt and poor financial habits. Credit cards, buy now pay later services, and online shopping apps make spending easier than ever before. Companies aggressively market products toward young consumers using emotional advertising and social pressure. This creates a dangerous cycle of impulse spending and financial stress. Despite all these challenges, Gen Z is also adapting in unique ways. Many young people are learning digital skills, freelancing online, creating businesses, investing earlier, and exploring alternative income sources. Unlike previous generations, Gen Z has access to global opportunities through the internet. Some are building careers entirely online through content creation, remote work, or digital entrepreneurship. However, these opportunities also come with intense competition and uncertainty. Success stories online often hide the struggles, failures, and financial risks behind the scenes. This can make ordinary people feel even more insecure about their own progress. So, what can Gen Z actually do to improve financial stability in such a difficult environment? The first step is understanding that financial success today requires patience and long-term thinking. Social media often creates the illusion that everyone becomes rich quickly, but real wealth usually takes years of consistent effort and discipline. Learning financial literacy is more important now than ever before. Understanding budgeting, saving, investing, and avoiding unnecessary debt can completely change someone's future over time. Developing valuable skills also increases long-term opportunities in a competitive economy. Most importantly, young people must stop measuring their worth based on online lifestyles and social comparison. Many luxury lifestyles shown online are exaggerated, sponsored, or financially unsustainable in reality. Real financial stability is often quiet, slow, and less glamorous than social media portrays. Building savings, reducing debt, and making smart long-term decisions may not look exciting online, but those habits create real freedom over time. Gen Z is facing enormous financial challenges, and many of those struggles are connected to larger economic systems beyond individual control. But understanding these challenges is the first step toward overcoming them. Because financial survival in today's world requires more than hard work alone. It requires awareness, discipline, adaptability, emotional control, and long-term planning. The modern economy is changing rapidly, and young people are being forced to adapt faster than any generation before them. And while Gen Z may be struggling financially today, this generation is also learning resilience in one of the toughest economic environments in recent history. The real question is not whether Gen Z is struggling. The The real question is how this generation will reshape the future after growing up under so much financial pressure and uncertainty.